Did you like that story? It was lots of fun to make. I've got a couple of questions for us to think about, and then I've got a challenge for you. All right, so my first question is what miracle did Jesus do in the story? Shout it out. I'm a long way away, so you're going to have to shout really loudly so I can hear it all the way in my house. All right, our next question is, why could Jesus turn water into wine when people like you and me can't do that? This question might need a little bit of thinking. What makes Jesus different from you and me? Are you guys thinking it's because Jesus is the Son of God? Well, if you are, you're absolutely right. Jesus is God and he's God's Son, so he can do anything. But our third question is, how do you think the servants felt when Jesus asked them to take the wine to the master of the wedding? I would have felt very nervous, I think, because they would have known that they put water in there. The master of the wedding wanted wine. How do you think they would have felt? Yeah. All right, question number 4 is it sometimes hard for us to trust God when he tells us to do things like spread his word or not to worry? I definitely find it hard. Yeah, sometimes you don't know what God's big plan is, so it might just not feel like you're making the right choice, even though it's what the Bible tells us that we should do. Something that I do when I find when I start to worry or when I find trusting God hard is I pray to him and I explain to him how I'm feeling, and that often helps me feel a bit better. All right, question number 5 is there anything that God and Jesus cannot do? Can't hear you guys. Bit louder. You're exactly right. Jesus and God can do anything. They created the world. Jesus saved us from our sin. Jesus turned water into wine. They can do absolutely anything. So knowing that we're trusting someone so powerful makes it a lot easier for me not to worry and to follow Jesus. All right, and our last question is, I want you guys to think of someone you can tell this amazing story to. I'm about to go and tell it to Emily. You guys might want to call your grandma or grandpa and tell them about what happened in our story today. Or you might want to tell your mum or your dad, your friends at school. Tell someone about this amazing story. All right, now we're going to pray together. So I need you guys to close your eyes, pay attention, because we're talking to God. Dear God, thank you so much that you are so strong and powerful. We don't need to worry, and we can trust you because you're a God who can do anything. Please help us to trust you even when it's hard. Thank you for loving us so much. Amen. All right. Now I told you guys I had a challenge for you. My challenge is I want you guys to tell a Bible story using Lego or any of your other toys at home. You might choose Jesus walking on water, or you might choose Jesus being born or raising from the dead. You can choose any Bible story you want and tell it using Lego or any other toys that you have. There's also, your parents have been emailed coloring sheets that you can do if you want. Oh, wait, no, I think it's a find a word sheet. Yes, it's a maze sheet. I just remembered there's a maze. So if you want to do a maze, you can ask your mum or dad or auntie or uncle or whoever you live with to print one off so that you can do the maze. And I can't wait to hear all about your about your stories and your mazes, and see you guys all next week. Bye. Hasn't stopped. Bye again.